So, you're welcome. Today we have some caramelized peppermint herb pastil here, which you are already known on this channel. And yeah, we're gonna take one and talk about one game here today. So sorry, not more than just one, but I think I have a lot to say about this game, because if I'm honest, it's quite isn't bad, but isn't great. But enjoy this, little bit things or thoughts what I have to say about it. So, you may know Atlus, special membering like Shin Megami Tensei or Persona games. In that case, I think it is one of true masters of JRPG games, and yeah, they decided to make this. I think this is kind of sequel, the one which I haven't played. I don't think I will. And I won't talk about what I want a sequel in the end to this game. And despite the game names, it's not, really a sequel. The first game, it's a separate story, the beginning and the whole world. It is organized, it's no way mandatory, and the first game, it was Shin Megami Tensei Double Summer Soul Hacker, which was released in Sega Saturn and later PlayStation. And yeah, if I mention, I haven't played that, and I will not. Even the Nintendo 3DS got its own version of Soul Hackers, and it's set the same world as the predecessor, and the story its own. The futuristic Japan and humanity was really just at the point where there is no cares about anything anymore, which I'm not hoping will happen to us. The technology was really just level that human input is no longer needed, and the super artificial intelligence can, or called Ion, will perform the calculation predicting destructions of humanity. So you can see the storyline here, which is kind of, known in some good movies as well. So Ion wants to prevent that and creating two physical form of, as you can see here, the girls here, Romance, Ringo, Figue, how you say those names, Rico and Figue. So the main task here is to save humanity here. The Ion will also calculate the way which humanity will go to end. I don't know how we can, calculate that. That's the way it's happening, because usually there's always multiple things or ways that things can happen. They want to go on the regular straight line always. So that's kind of thing there, but hey, video game logic. So not just going there. And the candy is sticking on my teeth. So this is kind of hard to talk or anything. So the excuses, or some execution must be intended, and the point is on. The game is mechanical soul hacking is into use, which defines, the entire game. And thanks to Ringo, the dead exorcist joins the party because the infinity of the threats of the end the world has been found out. The villain is revealed to be the Iron Mask. Who is he? That's the mystery out there. And Phantom Society, and in the arsenal beating the bad guys, we fight their inner evils as well. And those are those Persona things here. And yeah, physics are compared as you put the into play, and those they become more familiar. The battles and dialogue, players can choose reflections and relationships between different characters, which affect of course the game and how it goes, and you get more puff as well. Atlum's awesome design, yeah, it is awesome to see. In some cases it's quite unique looking and good looking, Tokyo's Shibuya with those neon lights and technology paradise, but I think that's quite, this was made by Unity, and of course you can see in multiple different ways, and things are looking like Unity engine stuff. So if you ever have, made something up with Unity, you can definitely see there. But that's not a bad thing, I don't think, but definitely you can show it, and I don't think this is, par on, Persona or Shin Megami Tensei games. The graphics wise, it's kind of, mediocre there. And of course, a lot of those labyrinths are, copy paste stuff, but of course on Persona games as well. But I think this exists other level. And the design is very similar as Persona 5 game was, or Royale, although the cityscapes are replaced with cyberpunk and fantasy, and each character has their own story, which I think it's awesome in some cases, but other cases it's quite overwhelming to follow every single story and tell that you need to play those things and boost the social stats in over 100, and it's can quite complain there. The characteristic turn-based combat, it's back, and it's better, I have to say. The exists soul hacking and their fates no longer tied with demons, so you can choose and change best ones in your adventures which you like, and so-called elemental weakness are present, so attention to must be paid to them in order to survive the battle offensive. So more those fire types are good for ice and other things as well, lighting and other things as well. So in the city it is possible to combine with demons, and the way you can develop and exist some even powerful demons to help your adventure. And these demons are also encountered in dungeons, which you can recruit them with money or using your HP or your mana. They are questions, and when you are accepting it takes money or your life or something stats or some items as well. And the dungeons are the stubborn labyrinths haunted by these demons. And the first these locations seems simple and repeatable, but they some include some puzzles which are making the exploring feel a little bit challenging, and each has their own challenge and main theme, and you have to solve that thing before going to the final boss. Soul Hacker 2 is very approachable game, or which are familiar with Atlus games. There is still challenge, because if you don't wanna able to challenge with last obstacle of the game, you can face previous ones first, and any abilities carefully used by mana reading, so it's worth saving in the dungeons as well. So yeah, but if I recommend, would you go for this? I mean, if you haven't ever played Atlus game, would you pick up this or Persona, which I have played those, and of course one Shin Megami Tensei game. I would not go for this. I would rather go with Persona. This is not a bad game, but definitely there are a lot of things which I'm not fan. As I mentioned it, there are a lot of good things, but mainly the Soul Hacker 2 was I played with the Xbox X Series X, and the Persona is false. There's nothing bad that, but for example, it's not good as, for example, Persona 5, as I remember. The locations and soundtrack are useful, successful, but motion, and in animations are not convincing and same as Persona 5. It could, also be great if you would, look a little bit more of that city, the spirit, and a little bit more open world thing, and not just relying on that fast travel, which function you are using a lot, because you just don't want to see those things around the city because it's not necessary. Soul Hacker 2 is really good, I think, in the game, and hopefully there will be some sort of sequel to 3, and because this is kind of promising, I would give some like a 7 or maybe some good day 8. So there are a lot of good, and the story it's quite boring in the start, but and most part the things are not great, but somehow some things and those story elements in the end, it did get me hooked on the game, and I would maybe some sort of, if you are hardcore fan of Atlus game, I would not pick this the first Atlus game, but if you like the Persona 5, go for this, because you can find it this quite cheap, I think, nowadays, and for the cheap price, why not? And if they are making sequel, I think they know how to make it better, because here is a good start to make something great, but this is kind of okay, mediocre game. So if you wanna skip those games, don't look this game at all. So look like Persona or Shin Megami Tensei games, but this is nothing, I don't think that this this game series should be, left alone and throw out the garbage bin. There is something unique here, but it definitely need game which give it a little bit more shining to the franchise. Have you played Soul Hacker game, the first or this second? And it would be nice, if you leave comment sections your thoughts, any questions, and thanks for subscribing, like, and of course we can see you next time in other video, and see you next time again, and hopefully we see, I think, next month with some games. So a little bit break up here with the games, but let not that disappoint, and see what's gonna happen next. Maybe we jump with Super Mario next month, I don't know, but let's see. And hopefully like, if you liked the video, press the like button. I know that you liked, and see you next time. Bye. Some extra sound.